We have 50 more days for our upcoming prelims 2026. A lot of students, they repeatedly ask me this question, sir, how to revise? Because now it's time for revision. When it comes to current affairs specifically, because people find it more voluminous, of course it is more voluminous, no second thought. So how to revise those many topics? So in this video, I will give you an idea. Just see whether it works for you. It works for me very well. So how we should revise current affair topics? See, first you have to remember revision means you have studied something already that you are going to revise so that you are going to recollect in the exam. Okay, this is not a technique for your fresh preparation. This technique is going to be for your revision purpose. Right. So now what I will do, let me take a topic. Let me take a slightly bigger topic. Step number one, we should be aware of the topic. So what I will do, let me teach the topic. After teaching, I will tell you how we can revise the topic. So I am taking a slightly bigger topic so that you can apply this model for smaller topics comfortably. So let me take DPDP Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. So this act was recently notified. I will share the slides of this DPDP Act. Now just listen. So this act aims to protect the digital personal data. So first thing what we have to know about this is personal data. So what is personal data, sir? It is the data through which you can identify a person. For example, my address, my phone number, my bank details. Okay, all these will help in identifying who is that person. That is called as personal data. Now, this DPDP Act deals with digital personal data. So, it aims to protect and regulate the processing of digital personal data. So, this digital personal data, this can be processed. This can be processed outside India. So someone is collecting my data and the data can be processed outside India only on a condition. So when my data, personal data is being processed outside India, that processing should result in some offering of goods and services to Guna. So my data is with so many people. Swiggy is having my data, Airtel is having my data, IOB Bank is having my data, my college is having my data. All these data, if it is taken outside India for processing, then that processing should offer some goods and services to the personal data holders. Only then processing is allowed outside India, or else processing is not allowed. So this processing outside India, there is a restriction, and also at any cost, government has listed a list of countries. In that countries, at any cost, processing is exempted. So two things we have to note. This act focuses on digital personal data, and this act is also focusing on restrictions or exemptions with respect to processing the data outside India. Okay. Now this act talks about data principle. Sir, who is data principle, sir? Data principle is the person who owns the data. So Guna is the data principle. My data, my phone number, my address, my bank details, I am owning it. So I will be referred as a data principle. This act talks about the rights and duties of data principle. This act talks about rights and duties of data principle. So what rights, sir? So let's assume that my data is with Swiggy, my data is with my college, my data is with different places. So when Swiggy wants to process my data, they have to get my consent. That is my right. Swiggy might have my data, Airtel might have my data, but they have to get my consent, or else they cannot process my data. So consent is very, very important. Second thing, they have to inform me for what purpose they are processing the data. Third thing, they have to ensure the correctness of the data. So let's say I have given my data, the data they have to maintain it correctly. Or if I want to do some changes, they have to allow me to do some changes in the data. Number 4, if I want to withdraw the consent, I can very well withdraw the consent. Number 5, I can also nominate a person. So for example, assume that Guna is going into Big Boss house. 100 days Guna is not available. I can nominate a person on behalf of me. That person can give consent or withdraw consent. All these are rights. At the same time, there is duties. So when Guna is giving the data to Swiggy or my bank or whatever, I have to give correct data. I should not give someone else data. If I am going to give someone else data and that can invite me, fine. These are the rights and duties. Now, like data principal, we have someone called as data fiduciary. So who is the data fiduciary? The one who is getting my data. Swiggy is a data fiduciary. IOB Bank is a data fiduciary. My college is a data fiduciary. Right? My organization where I work, that is a data fiduciary. The one who is getting my data is called a data fiduciary. There are some obligations. There are some obligations to this data fiduciary. What are the obligations, sir? See, the same thing, the consent. I have to get the consent. I have to get the consent. Only then I can start all my processing. I have to inform, I have to get the consent. Number 2, if I have to protect the data. I have to protect the data. Guna is giving my data. The data has to be protected properly. It should not be leaked. If there is any data leak, immediately this information has to be passed on to the data principal. So Guna's data is being leaked. That has to be passed on the data principal. Also, it has to be informed to the data protection board. So for data principal also you have to inform. For data protection board, I will explain about data protection board in a short while. So for both of them, they have to inform. Alright. Similarly, erasure of data. Once after all the processing is done, the data collected has to be erased. But this erasure condition is not for the government. If government is collecting your data, for example, census data is there. A lot of data government is collecting. Now government will process it. Government need not erase it. This erasure condition is not for government. Similarly, there are some exemptions. For example, if there is some investigation going on, the terrorist has entered India. Now the law enforcement agencies, they have to process the travel data. So in airport, they will go, all the travel history they will collect of many passengers. So when they process it, they cannot go and get the consent from all the travelers. So when it comes to investigation, exemption is there. Similarly, central government can notify certain cases for research purpose, for statistical purpose, for employment purpose. In that case and all, there can be exemption. Similarly, public profile. See, you will maintain a public Instagram profile. In that only you are giving all the data. That data you are made to already public. So I can also get that data, I can process it. You cannot ask me to follow the obligations. If the data is already public, don't expect getting the consent and all. This is the aspects of data fiduciary. The next one which we should know is data principal. Data protection board. Data protection board. So the role of data protection board is to enforce and oversee the implementation of this DPDP Act. And also, if there is any grievances, data principal or data fiduciary is facing any grievances, so they can go and get it addressed in the data protection board. So if there is any grievances, they are going to listen to your grievances. Right? This data protection board is going to have members which will be nominated by Government of India. These members will have a 2-year tenure and they are eligible for reappointment. Now, data protection board is giving a verdict. You are not happy with the verdict, you can appeal. You can appeal to an authority called as Telecom Dispute Settlement Appellate Tribunal, TDSAT. Okay, and non-compliance, if data fiduciary is non-complying, for non-compliance, right, can invite fine up to 250 crores. Okay, this is what is DPDP Act. Rules were notified. Now the companies has to adhere to these rules in a given specified time period. I hope now you got clarity. Now look at this slide. I have summarized the entire DPDP Act provisions in how many words? If you count the number of words, I can count, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So roughly I would say 30 plus words. In 30 plus words, I have made a summary. This is not summary, but I can understand. If I show this notes to some completely random person, they will have no clue what I have written. But if I see, now if you see, you can very well understand this DPDP Act, not just understanding. Only after understanding you can write like this. So once you write like this, revision becomes easier. Now looking at this only, to go through this 30 words, how much time it will take? So you are having in notes, DPDP Act, you are looking at this, okay, you are just 30 words, you are going to read once again. By reading this 30 words, you are going to revise this entire DPDP Act in how much time? Maybe in a minute. In a minute you can revise. So what I used to do is, I will study a topic, I will internalize it. Once I understand the topic, what I will do, so if this is going to be an A4 page, I will divide an A4 page into 2. So in each side, okay, so this is page number 1, so topic number 1, DPDP Act. Okay, I will summarize the entire DPDP Act in such words. In such words, I will summarize. Summarize means, see, this is what is my summary. I have written only words. I have not written any sentences. So now I will write it here. Similarly, another topic. So you want to write something about Surrogacy Act. Okay, make a notes here. Notes means words, not more than 30-35 words. In 30-35 words, you have to write everything. Right? Next A4 sheet, you flip it, the flip side. Similarly, okay, about NISAR, about IMF. So now what happens if you have some 150 to 200 A4 sheets, you can summarize all the current affairs. This will not take time. This will not take time. Maybe for each topic, even if it is going to be a very big topic, maybe maximum 10 minutes to convert like this. To convert like this, maximum 10 minutes per topic. To convert like this. Big topic, small topic, even it will take 1 minute, 2 minutes also you can summarize. Sir, I am not having sufficient time. That is time. I still believe that is time. So converting this into notes might consume little. This is not notes per se. Converting a bigger topic into 30 words is not notes. This is hints. This is hints, that too word-based hints. Instead of writing, you want me to give some other suggestion? Yes. Most of you would be following some materials. Okay, some magazines. We also have simply Current Affairs magazine. So in the magazine only you have topics. You have topic number 1, topic number 2. In that only you can put boxes. Don't underline anything. Put boxes, specific words. Put boxes. So every topic, small topic means 5 boxes, 3 boxes, 2 boxes. Bigger topic means slightly, DPDP Act is a big legislation. So maybe 25, 30 boxes. Just put box. When you read that word, you should recollect everything. Okay, or if you have space in the side margin, if you have space, in that space also you can write those words. When you write something, that is going to stay in your memory for a long time. I apply this technique not just for current affairs, even for all the subjects. History also, you know what I do. I used to follow NCERT for history. In NCERT, Bipin Chandra, so every paragraph I will choose one word, I will write it here. So when I read that word only, I can recollect the entire paragraph. 1 word or 2 words, I can recollect. So revising these words is very easy. When I look at this word, I can recollect. See, your preliminary exam is a multiple choice question based exam. That means answer is in front of you. What you have to do is read the statement, and the moment you read the correct statements, it will hit you. And you can choose the right statement. Okay, this is not fill in the blank style. This is answer is in front of you. You have to simply choose it. So what is important is revision. So for revision, if you are going to read the entire book again and again, that is going to be more tedious. So make small word-based boxes, or if possible, do this. This will heavily work. It works for me very well. Right? So I hope you got clarity on DPDP Act also we discussed, and I also explained how to convert this into small capsule. So this you can revise. The next 30 days only. In next 30 days only, you can convert the current affairs like this, or you take next 40 days, convert it like this. Once the converted material, it will not take more than 1 or 2 days to revise it fully. Right? Try. I hope it works. If you have some other methodology also, you share it in the comment section, which will be useful for a lot of students. Right friends, I will see you in another video. Before that, DPDP Act topic slides is available. The content is available in the description. You can download it. I will see you in next video. Till then, bye. Take care from Guna Mathivanan.